I'm gonna make an electronic magic for you. Yes, when I tap the table, look closely what happens. As you can see, when I tap the table, light turns on and off. I say genuinely that it is not any touch sensors, but a DIY device that I had built, which focuses on vibrations and sounds to turn things on and off. I didn't tap the table. Why is happening? Why does things go wrong when they are supposed to work? See, it's the light is turning on and off to my voice. See, look closely. Hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi. See, when things are supposed to work, they don't work. Still not working. I love it. When things are supposed to work, they don't work. See, hello. Ah, okay, I think I partly fixed it, but still it's detecting my voice. See, hello. Okay, let us now focus on building it. To be Before building it, let us look at some of its components. So we have a couple of capacitors, resistors, and the main gangster, the sound sensor, which needs perfect sensitivity to work to hear sound clearly, because you need to adjust the sensitivity every now and then, which is frustrating, and it doesn't even budge sometimes. Okay, then you have the brain of this device, which is a NE555 chip, which uses timing to work, and the greatest chip in this device is the relay module, which can work at 250 volts also. That is, you can not only do power DIY devices, but also you can power fans, ACs, air conditioners, tube lights, everything with this device. But I think I need to replace this sound sensor first. Okay, now let us build it.
Okay, to build our device, we need to first take a breadboard and bring the brain of our device, that is in an NE555 timer chip, and place it between pins E14 to E17 and F14 to F17. And we take a resistor to begin with. That is a 330 kilo ohm resistor. Okay, what happened? Here it is. Hey, where did that go? I'll reverse it. Where did all the components go? Oh, no, what happened actually? Okay, I'm reloading it. Come fast. Ah, it came. I think some error has occurred. I don't know why. Now, okay, we connect the one terminal of the resistor to the sixth pin of the NE555 and another terminal to the second pin of the NE555, and we connect both together. That is second and sixth pin together. And we take a ceramic capacitor, that is the capacitor which has no negative or positive terminals, and we connect it between the second and third pins of the NE555. And let us take another two capacitors, that is polarized capacitor, that is which has negative and positive terminals. We take 10 microfarad capacitor, we connect the negative to negative and the positive to the what pin, this pin, or this the pin number 6th pin. Okay, then any 5 by 6th pin. And we take another capacitor as 470 and we place it between the power rails. This is because our gangster emits a lot of sound which sometimes confuses the chip also. So we need to keep it safe. The capacitor smooth the sound, the sound sensors noise. And then we connect the NE555 negative to negative and first pin to negative and the eighth pin, that is last pin, to positive. And we take the fourth pin also to positive. And then that now it is output time, that is we need to connect the outputs. So the third pin of the NE555 goes to the relay module. That is to the relay it goes. So I'll comment it as relay output of input of relay. That is, we need to connect the input of relay here. How to connect the input of relay, I'll tell you little later. Now we'll check the connections. And the second pin goes to the sound sensors output. That is the gangsters output. Out sound. Okay. Now this is all I think that we need to do. Yeah, this is all we need to do. And then I'll show you how to wire the sound sensor first. Firstly, sound sensor has four pins: VCC, GND. First two pins are VCC, GND. We connect the VCC, GND to the respective pins, that is the positive and negative. And we have DO and AO. What is a DO and AO? Well, AO means, well, I'm having a microphone and recording my voice. That is what it also does. It records the voice, not the uh, simple voices, but uh, like what I'm recording in the microphone. That is only going to record, but it doesn't even record a clap first. How can it record? This feature does not work in this. So okay, and then DO means clappings and tapping that and all you can record. That is zero and ones. That is, uh, our voice has more tones, frequencies and all. That is the called analog. And digital means the tappings which does not have any frequencies, tones and all, only sound. That is what it detects. That is what we are going to connect the out sound to this DO. And in relay, now I'll tell you what are the pins of relay. Now we have the pins of the relay. We have the on the front side between the two LEDs, some VCC, J and N input. Now we have to connect the relay to two power supplies. That is, one to power the device and another to power the device which you are connecting to the relay. That is the device which you want to turn on when you do clap or tapping. So we connect the input of the relay to this pin. That is the third pin in relay, and VCC to VCC, device VCC down to GNT, and this common contact. So I have connected a LED and clapped and show you that tapped and show you that the LED on and off when the tapping is done. So what you do is that you need to power the LED separately and power the device separately. So you power the device with a different supply, or with the same supply also you can connect the thing. That is the same supply also you can connect, or different power supplies. Like you can make it rechargeable and make that LED or something like power supply. Okay, we'll uh, make the confusion later. First, these are the common contact, normally closed and normally open. So what we do is that normally closed means if you want the LED to turn on when the device is on, that is no clap is detected. So LED should be on. Then you must connect the normally closed here. Normally open means LED off when no clap is detected. That is what. So we connect the power supply that is going to the LED positive to positive, and negative of the LED should be connected on either of the pins, whichever choice you want. And common contact, you must connect the power supply negative to here. So I'll show you again what I have connected it. See, I have connected the input of the relay to here, and the last three pins I have connected to normally open, I think, or normally closed, don't know. See, I have these two pins to be connected to the LED. That is, um, I'm gonna connect the LED. I have already connected to positive to the adapter, and the negative of the adapter I have connected to the center of the relay, and the negative of the LED I'm connected to negative. So this is this is what the simple circuit is. So I hope that you have understood how to build a superb device for your home, but you need to change the sound sensor. It's very annoying. So if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe with the button so that you will get more videos like this. Thank you.